What's up, dude? How's it feeling?
Yeah, I nailed it. It was too much the first lap, so I put some more shock in it and some other stuff. It feels really good. It's back. So like when I built this car originally, I went way too crazy, and it was way too grippy, like even for park. And then going to clutch kickers and all that, I knew I didn't have a lot of horsepower, so I freed it up a bunch with like geometry things. And then now, since we're on a skid pad, I put it back in. This is the first time I've really driven it with it back in, and it's pretty sick.
It's looking gnarly, dude.
It's pretty quick.
Whoa.
Got him.
Fancy, dude.
Big.
What's a big poster? Why would you sign small?
Oh, look at Adams.
You should have signed bigger.
I'll send you some.
I'll take my 10%. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's fine. I'm just messing with you. You're like, I'm selling them. I'm like, whoa, hey. You get me in on this then, dude. No. I'll take one, though, if you got it.
Yeah, I'll send them.
Yeah. This huge-ass jump on the Surron.
You jumped? That's where it
And
went
then,
all wrong.
No, it was fine. I landed fine. But my homeboy was sitting there not paying attention at the landing of the jump. So I collided with him at like 40 miles an hour, went OTB and launched, dude. Bent my knee up. I stood up and it was like left to right wobbling. I'm like, I'm gonna need my knee brace for a couple days. So my knee will be fine. It's just stretch MCL type deal. But my foot is wrecked, dude. Welcome to the YouTube Olympics, Adam LZ's Invitational event. This is chaos, everything going on here, but we're going to show you guys what's going on. We got diffs, axles, transmissions, exhausts out of TJ's car. We got this car that's supposed to be done tomorrow that hasn't even it's in bad shape. But a lot of people are working on it. I've seen things happen, but they're going to need a miracle to drive this thing. I think it could be there and run, but drifting, I don't know. I don't know how it's going to happen. But even Adam's over there working on it, getting everything ready. But today, we did some shredding, had some fun, got a few laps. Dan broke an entire quick change into pieces in front of me. I almost crashed into him, which would have made me have a long night working on things. We're going to run and grab some dinner and get ready for tomorrow. It's early day. The LZ dudes have been putting in some work. The track, I was just over there dropping my rig off, and it's sweet. They got a lot of stuff going on, so I'm excited. Let's see how it goes.
Track work?
I didn't bleed my tires down. I went out at 40.
Oh, okay.
But it seemed like it worked. I'm gonna keep my car really loose and free all weekend, and like, if I need to add it, I'll add it, but I'd rather just try to do it with the driving and see. Yeah. There's gonna be a lot of drivers out here that are good, but maybe just not super consistent. So like having a freer car makes it a lot easier to drive those kind of people. And you can always make up some with skill, you know? This time.
Big YouTube guy. Fuck.
Yeah, you just take all my money away. I live off that.
YouTube Olympics.
Trail mix, that's all I got.
And you're holding that in such a way that all the sponsors can see.
You're wearing Buc-ee's, look at that gear.
I'll represent Buc-ee's for free.
Yeah.
I pay for it.
That's your boy, dude.
pay
Not
for
if you
it.
buck.
He's the homie right there.
That's funny. Car's good. Rips. Everything's good except for the people that are running crazy tires out there. Like, yeah, dude. Some of the cars are so fast, and I go over and they're running like semi-slicks.
All right, there's a lot of people out there trying to win practice.
Yeah.
All right,
And they're not looking good. A lot of lackluster talent going on.
Calling them out.
Oh, no, I'm just saying. Hopefully he figures it out.
It's not a call out.
It's just call out because he showed up with
it doesn't
like
say calling out. It's saying it as it is, and some people can't handle that, and some people can.
No, but my anger towards it is based off of him running the same tire he runs at Clutch Kickers at this event when we're all supposed to be running 300 treadwear Nittos.
You remember in the driver's briefing where I kept being like, "It's fun, it's fun."
Nah,
And
dude, he's out there trying to do
I was getting
backflips.
shut down for saying, "Let's have fun." Even look, he's so like focused, laser focused.
No, that's just him all the
Yeah,
time.
no. Laser focused.
He's losing money because no one's buying Burble tunes. Actually, it's
No,
probably
Duarte's out here hitting it. Duarte in front of me. What, pal? I'm like, what the? Oh, I fucking caused that.
Dude, I was gonna say, how much is a revision for people to turn the burbles off?
I don't know.
You're gonna get a lot. Hopefully,
Yo,
it's not free.
I
If
don't
it's
know.
free, you're about to get ran over with that.
It's more to get it
Is
turned
it?
off.
But it's gonna not be free soon.
We're talking about Adam's anti-burble
Dude,
campaign.
he
so
put
good.
it in his first of Adam when he edits his own shit, double put together the videos. Of course, what's the thing double in the video? My shirt showing you I'm a pro verbal guy.
He is a super burble. The first to really do
This
it.
shit was cars, bro.
What? Oh, that car has burble tune because it's stock exhaust. It's just blowing the packing out of it. But yeah, it's good. We're having fun.
Picking up a lot of speed across the finish line.
And that was the big difference between Dimitri's run. He was
Body Mustang. Now Chelsea's no stranger to competition, no stranger to commitment, and he comes off the start line flat sideways, throws it in, very precise from Chelsea. Nova slamming off the limiter. Super precise run so far for Chelsea. Just drops out of that outer zone 2. Expected the car to carry a little bit more momentum. And he is wrangling that thing around the circuit right now. Picking up a lot of speed across the finish line. So first outer zone looked really sweet. Second could have been a little bit wider. Finished strong. Chelsea Nova scored a 64.
My car just shut off in the middle of the transition. It did it once at the compound yesterday, and I was on the phone with my tuner this morning. He was at the grocery store. He didn't have time to plug in and check it to figure out what was going on. I said it'd be fine, but it happened at like the worst case scenario. I don't. What was I scored? Do you know?
64. I think.
Oh, so it would have been really good had I
Or
not done
62
that.
maybe?
That's good. I mean, the highest score I think is a 75 or something right now. But I felt like it was going to be a really good run until that. But yeah, I don't know if the direct injection pump went over its target or whatever happened. But we're going to plug in and check.
What gear were you in like the first zone?
Second.
Second gear?
Yeah.
Then you switched to third towards them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ringing her out in second.
Yeah, but I mean, everybody here has the same shit. They're all just sitting on limiter, not making a ton of smoke. So I figured I'd go that route over. It's stupid. To me, it should be in third, no limiter, lots of wheel speed, doing stuff. But the judges, or mainly Dan up there, just wants you to sit on limiter the whole time instead of finding the next gear. So I just did that to appease them. But obviously I shifted third at the end. It was more smoke, more speed, more everything. But it just sucks. I think either the DI pump went over strategy or the throttle body freaked out, because I don't ever sit it on limiter, and I just sat it on limiter for the whole sweeper, and maybe it didn't like it. But I gotta check engine lights, so we gotta plug in and check it out.
Battles, but this has got to be for all the marbles. Denofa's got to go in hot. Very late on it from Chelsea Nova, tagging the barriers right to the edge of the circuit. Has got to be super precise here, as he is on that second outer zone. Denofa putting on a show. But those tags with the barrier in outer zone 1 may deduct him some points as he comes across the line. Scored a 64 on his first pass. Let's see if he can improve. So judges having a little discussion on this one, discussing Chelsea Denofa's run. And it is an improvement, 73 on his second run.
That was a perfect lap for me. Yeah, it really. Oh no.
You made me think that.
I was at all the angle I could possibly have, and I was at all the wheel speed that I could have without upshifting early and the first turn just sounding like it's a bog fest. Even though I'm making smoke, but it's gonna be like brr, 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 like a bunch of 3,500 RPM.
What a fucking left foot brake in the whole place. That was locked.
Oh, I have 24K front springs on a 2,000-pound car.
I don't know what that means.
This car comes with a 6K in the front. Yeah, it's funny. I don't know. Like, I hit the barriers, but I don't know how much better of a lap I could have done than that. I thought it was really good.
In the middle of that corner, you like slowed right down and you let it go. But it was noticeable.
Oh, that was the upshift.
That's where it would have been.
That's where I upshift.
So you slowed right down, then upshift,
I'm just
and then
out
the car,
of gear and I upshift. But there's probably some left foot brake there to
all.
make sure I get out there.
The whole time you were down the wall, you were heavily locked.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
That's
I got
all I
knocked
would
out.
have, and a little bit left footy
Obviously,
around
I
there.
just do that for qualifying to like, make it look cool.
Jamming?
Yeah, ready to go out and shred some. Competition was cool. It's good to see Colette ripping, shredding. That car was hooked up and she was wheeling it. It was really cool to see.
What do you think of her entry with like Lewis, dude?
Yeah, it was good. No, she was committed. She went to Japan and picked it up, dude. Came back with confidence. That's all she ever needed. She had it in her for sure. Yeah, changing the setup a little bit. No one's running the tires they're supposed to be running, so I have to hook my car up to the moon to be able to drive with people. his driving was a little choppy, so I was able to like use the momentum to stay on him. We transitioned to the sweeper. I got the upshift. I lit off. I got on the gas like this, and it was just like, and then it's like a drag strip from there to the finish line. It's a track layout. So he transitioned with low angle. He had 6 cars on me by the finish line from the outer zone 2.
That's how it was when I followed Dan.
Yeah, I was able to follow Dan okay. It puts us at a little bit of a disadvantage if they're allowed to run that, because also there's no way the people on the grid are going to be paying attention to which one they're running. So then it's like
if they're running that and I'm running this, like
no way. Yeah,
there's no change.
But like this is crazy because the tire manufacturers just start making these tires that aren't what they are.
Yeah,
then everyone's like, well, we all got to be on that, which is their marketing tactic.
Right.
But all they're doing is just cheating the system more and more and more.
Right.
And then FD's like, you're not allowed to bring that tire here, so you built this tire for nothing. Only people that can run it are people that are running grassroots stuff. And they're like, oh, and then they fade away. That's like how it works every time. I had fun today.
I did too.
I just wish I didn't have to have my car so hooked up to keep up with people. I had fun of that.
Yeah, my car is still like, even with the tow game and shit, it's still not as fast as a lot of them.
You just gotta drive smart.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're driving smart with a hard car to drive because we're making all the grip with the chassis, not the tire.
Yeah.
And they're just like cruising. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's crazy. crazy the difference between that.
Yeah, 100%. Because it is way harder. Because it's like, if I give it too much throttle, then it starts to step out to angle. But if I give it a little bit, like you normally do to catch up, it doesn't work. It's like 70% throttle, it digs harder, but you back off a little bit, and then it doesn't toe gauge as much. It's like, it's weird.
And the car's moving around a bunch the entire time. Well, their car's flat and just gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so day one, car did great. I had an issue in qualifying where the car cut out, but it was something silly in the tuning. We fixed it, ran flawlessly the rest of the event. I qualified well enough to not have to drive in competition last night, so I got to sit back and watch everybody drive. It was cool. I got to see some of the judging and what they were making calls and things they talked about and liked that obviously, just like any other event, they didn't mention in the driver's meeting. So watching judging is also really important. Get the vibe. Went through one tire. I just put a new one on this side and left the one from yesterday. So we've gotten, I don't even know, probably 20 something laps in this car here, and one tire's at 50%. The other one was good. I just wore the sidewall out because I don't have any camber gain. So when you lean on it, the long right-hander, it wears the outside of that tire out. But yeah, it looks like the competition today will be everybody on G2s until maybe top 4. Then they're going to change some shit, or maybe people will be able to mount up his tires or whatever. We have like over 300 laps worth of tires, so, and we don't have to do 300 laps. So if everybody shares, everybody can be on the same tire. We can have one of the first full spec drift series on spec tire and spec everything. Spec slow but good.
You were on the phone with your tuner, yeah?
Yeah, I keep having this issue, same thing as yesterday. Whenever I come out of turn 1, when I'm chasing, I come through, I transition, and I have to breathe because I'm trying to make sure they're set before I fire off, so I don't run them over basically, or put myself in a situation where I have to back up and then the wall is there, so I have no room to back up. So I breathe for a second and then fire off, but when I go to fire off, it's dead every time. In the lead, it never does it. At no other point in the track, it does it. And it's just because I'm pedaling it, and being really high RPM, like on limiter, leaving turn 1. And then when I breathe, the fuel pressure just shoots up for a second, and it doesn't like it and shuts it down because it thinks it's going over target. Basically at this point, just raise the threshold for it so it can go over a little bit.
For both drivers. You can see Chelsea's car just
What's that?
You put on a show, dude.
I was like, dude, we're doing the whole track forward and backwards. And Nate's like, duh, we're definitely doing that. And then we switched, did it again. I think everybody was pumped about it.
Yeah, dude, the crowd went crazy.
Well,
It was
also,
so sick.
I'm like, hey, don't let anybody go on track after we finish. Because if we hit a barrier or something and someone runs out after we cross the finish line, so Nick's like, wait, what? What are you going to do? He had no idea, so that was cool. But it was a little different going backwards because all the spots that are grippy are loose and vice versa because you're running the opposite line. But it was cool. We just did it to put on a show and have a good time.
You guys were, it was a good run.
It was,
Full
right?
time.
Driving now. Are you the next
Yesterday,
Chelsea
when
Denofa?
everybody was running that other shit.
I was trying to get it. She was.
What's up, Pop?
Hey.
Driver,
The Mustangs are the best cars ever.
The car's stalling out on him as Lee Yearwood uses that Morgan 30's power to get out of danger. First corner, oh, Chelsea shuts them off the steering wheel. Protest of something happening with the car. Unfortunately, Chelsea Denofa's car looks like it's just not playing ball today.
I'm guessing it's still cutting out on transition. That blows.
It was a casual return to base. Give it up for Chelsea Denofa and Lee Yearwood.
You are moving on. Congratulations, bud. Awesome driving from both guys. Looked like Chelsea had a little bit of an issue with the car.
Like I did a big flick, so I was like, I gotta make up for my last run. And I put it all the way to that big angle, and then I went to light off, and there was nothing there.
That's annoying. Cause like I personally I want this setup to work. Like I love it. I want
It's
this
sick.
to work.
It works amazing. That's why I keep being like, oh, this gonna fix it.
Yeah, I'm like-
Not good, dude.
Same issue?
Same issue. 3 times in 2 laps. Which is crazy because it was happening one time every like 10 laps. At first it was once, 4 laps, another time, and then we fixed some stuff, it was 10 laps, and then it was no problems. Drove all morning, 0 issues, everything was solid. This time it just failed on entry, failed halfway through the lap. On the chase run, it failed. He added a bunch of angle. He got like choked up in the zone. I don't know if he maybe was gonna hit the barriers or whatever. So I made a correction to like basically let him pull away so that I could transition and dive, and then when I went to go get on the gas, it was dead again. And when I say dead, it's like the car is off, like zero power, no
That happened when you
horsepower.
were doing donuts too?
Yeah, at the end.
I noticed that.
So something's clearly like mechanically going on that's causing this. Because if it just ramps up and gets worse, it's not like it's a software problem. So we're pulling the data now and looking at it, and I got really mad and just sat my car on the rev limiter at the end. I was like, maybe I'll just blow up and I have to put something else in there, but this motor's way too strong for that.
I figured you weren't showboating. You were just like letting her have it.
I've never done that with this car. It sounds sick when you do that. 730 counts of rev limiter from this morning on. So in 8 laps, 730 limiter. It was probably 700 of them
Maybe
were
that's
at the
your
end.
issue.
No, it was like 700 of them were at the end when I was pissed off. I feel like we could have won this fairly easy. We've been driving on this tire for a really long time. The car's set up for it, and everybody had to run that tire. Yesterday was crazy because everybody was running whatever tire-wise, but today when I went out and drove with everybody on the same tire, I felt like I clearly had an advantage, and I could put it through its paces and win without really taking a lot of chances, and then we had a mechanical failure. So unfortunately, it took us out right away, first battle. We may have actually found the reason we've been having problems with it, so we're going to try that, see if it fixed, go drive, have some more fun for the rest of the day, load it up, and until next time kind of a scenario.